Terry Ransom, and I'm the Program Director for the Black History Awareness Club. It's that time again where we are preparing for a wonderful, wonderful celebration to encourage and to expound on our history. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about our program that'll be scheduled for February 9th from 2 to 5 at the Bolingbrook High School. With us today, we have Bernard Winston, who's our president. Last year, we celebrated 20 years, and Bernard is one of the founders of the Black History Awareness Club. So welcome.
And thank you again for that introduction, Terry. I appreciate you. So, like Terry had mentioned, this year makes 21 years for us to celebrating our Black History Month awareness event. So, please mark your calendars down for Saturday, February the 9th from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Bolingbrook Auditorium. So, mention to your friends, your family. It is a free event. And again, we have this particular event every single year. Free food, free entertainment, keynote speakers, vendors, you name it, we will be there. Please mark your calendars. So, thank you guys for allowing us to be here today. We're going to give you guys some information as far as the program we have for you guys. So, I wanted to ask, again, I'm the current president and co-founder for the Bolingbrook Black History Month program. And I just want to, in terms, reflect back just a little bit and tell you guys a little bit as far as how we actually got started. So I want to say 1998, 97-ish. Anita and I were Anita was actually an attorney, right? We were attorney.
Yeah, I'm still an attorney.
Were you an attorney at that time, or just coming out from?
Just coming out, but yes.
Okay, great. Because myself and Anita, we actually both had the opportunity to come up in the Valley View School District, and I can in turn speak for myself on this aspect, but I know that attending, I think it was, it's been that long, Humphrey Middle School, Black History Month really was not really celebrated as I thought it would be. So what happened is that I went away from college and in terms came back, and that's when I had the opportunity to meet up with Anita. And at that time, again, Anita was in terms an attorney at the time. So she had the vision, and at that time, I was a party promoter at the time. So between myself, Anita, and Felix George was actually a village trustee, we in terms created the Bolingbrook Black History Month Awareness Program. So Anita, how did you come up with the vision per se? What came out of this?
Well, I had went away to college, and I had been an RA, resident assistant, RD, resident director, and part of what I needed to do was programming for the dorm. And so, of course, every time we had significant holidays or celebrations, it was my job to come up with some type of program to celebrate it. One being Black History Month for February, Women's History Month in March. And so when I came back to the community, I realized that there was no real program to go to celebrate Black History Month within Bolingbrook that wasn't situated for just a church, just a community-wide type program. And so when I was looking for, it's Black History Month, where am I going? What are we going to do? And there was nothing. I said, well, this can't stand. We need something, some place to go, some place to celebrate, some place to honor Black heritage as well as Women's History Month and other ethnic groups. I thought that it was very important to be able to put something in place. And so that's kind of where it was born. And that brings us to the years of having this board together. You've all met Bernard Winston, myself, Anita Canto Cardi, Terry Ransom, and we have Janice Haywood. And we've all formed as a volunteer group. We've worked tirelessly year after year to make sure that we plan a program that's even ever better than the prior year before. And so we have some very exciting highlights this year. And I think one of the most important things is that the program is absolutely free. We're a not-for-profit organization, and we're able to get by based on pure sponsorship and goodwill of the community. Allows us to continue to put this program on, along with collaboration with Fountaindale Library, Dupage Township, also with the Bolingbrook Park District, the Bolingbrook Arts District, Valley View School District, and so along with other companies and corporations and individuals who have donated their time, their talent to help this program come along. And we've been very fortunate. We started out at the Levy Center, actually, and we quickly outgrew that space. I think it held
That was
maybe
fun.
100.
That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, it held maybe like 150, 200 people. It quickly became a fire hazard, and we knew, yeah, we knew that we just couldn't hold it there anymore. If we did, we would have turned away a lot of people. And in the past few years, happening at the Bolingbrook High School auditorium, we've got numbers anywhere between 500, 600, 700 people have attended, and that's just a beautiful turnout. And I think it's a stamp on needing a program such as this, and people, the community speaking and saying that, you know, this is something that they want within the community, and everyone leaves happy. It's free. We hope that we drop a piece of knowledge on people where they learn something that they otherwise wouldn't learn. We try to reach out to the youths so that they can also appreciate. I like to think of it as edutainment, where it's being educating and entertaining at the same time. So very proud of the program, very proud of the board here and their tireless efforts and our late night meetings and conferences after working a full day job and balancing our families. So I know that we have a lot of highlights this year, and I'm going to pass the mic, if you will, to Janice so she can start telling you about some of the highlights. But again, the program is free. It's on February 9th. It's a Saturday. It's from 2 to 5. Rain or shine, the program will go on. We want to see you there.
Absolutely, it'll go on. Snow or sleet, rain or shine, like you had said. We have an incredible lineup for this year's program. We will have an Tuskegee Airman who has actually his birthday on the day of the event. So
He's turning 93.
93, he's 92 as of now. And on that day, he will be 93. What's incredible about that is we have one of the last 4 remaining Tuskegee Airmen in the Chicagoland area, and they are our living historic icons right here in our backyard. And for us to be able to bring one of them to this community, I would say that's a historic event. The biggest thing that we want to do with our program is to give our audience, give the community an opportunity to engage in events like this, to be able to connect with someone they may not be able to connect with, you know, in their situation. So it's important that people know that we can have a Tuskegee Airman here, that we can have professional African dancers and singers and people here not only to entertain but to educate, and that we can provide this for the people here in the community. It's a wonderful thing that we can do. So we'll have a Tuskegee Airman. Our keynote speaker is an amazing person. He's actually the first African-American United Airlines pilot. His name is Captain Bill Winston.
Well, Captain Bill Norwood. I'm mixing up the 2 names.
Okay, we're gonna.
So I'm
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
Captain.
interrupt. The Tuskegee Airman is Oscar Wilkerson, So he is the Tuskegee Airman that we will be honoring.
Yes.
And then Captain Bill Norwood
Yes.
is the African American pilot with United Airlines. So
Absolutely.
she just decided to combine the two names,
Right.
but that's okay.
Yes.
She's
So
been talking to them both.
I have been. I can't believe I did that. So our keynote speaker will be here. He's flying in from Arizona. So we're excited to have him as well. We've got several other things lined up. Like we said, African dance troupe that we'll be having. Bernard, do you know the name of that organization?
The name of that African dance organization is Nini Vatima. They are actually based out in Chicago, and they do a lot of events within the Chicagoland area. So I'm happy to confirm that they will be there in presence. And as far as our MC, our MC is actually a local comedian, Chicagoland. His name is Dwayne the Wildcat. Which again, if you guys are in watch a lot of comedy shows, he's really known in the Chicagoland area. So he's funny. So if you guys like comedy, come on down. He actually will, I guarantee, will make you laugh. So, but that's it on that aspect.
Okay. I wanted to just kind of, if you can see this is our Save the Date invitation that we've been handing out. Been trying to get it everywhere around town and in other communities that are close by. So it is our Save the Date, and our theme this year is Soaring to New Heights. So we're also partnering, because we're bringing the first African American pilot, we're also bringing in Cloud International Airport
The
and
Illinois
the Illinois
Aviation
Aviation Museum. So they will be joining us this year as well as we soar to new heights. And we also would like you to really come out and celebrate, as we always do every year, our youth. We celebrate the students at our middle schools who have made the honor roll. We celebrate them, and we bring them to the stage, and we always give them a token of our appreciation for them getting to that level and being a high honor student.
An honor roll student.
Honor roll student.
Yes, so it's very hard. It's a
lot of
great
work.
accomplishment. Yes, yes.
And then we also want for you to come out to help us celebrate our scholarship winners, which we don't know yet, but we have a scholarship that we give out to a senior high school student in Bolingbrook that will be going off to college. And we just like to give them a little token of appreciation to help them as they go into higher education. Let's see.
Well, the
Every
thing about
year-
the honor roll students, not only do we bring them up on the stage, like Terry mentioned, and give them the appreciation and the ability to be rewarded for their hard work, just a token of appreciation for their contribution to, the school system and trying to achieve. Go ahead. I mean, we've all heard the cliche, "Children are our future." As cliche as it might sound, it is just absolutely very true. Yes, each one teach one. It takes a village too, right? So, but we also publish them in our book. So we have the book from last year. Bernard's holding, he's guarding with his life. But we have the book from last year, and their names get in the book. And we print out these books with the aid of our sponsorships. And we make sure that their advertising goes into the book. We print out at least 300 to 400 of these books, so each family definitely leaves with a book. And people feel good to see their names of their children being honored in the book, to be publicized for the whole community to be able to see that they've accomplished achieving the honor roll, which we think is very good to lift them up and give them that recognition. So that's one of our biggest aspects of our program. And keep in mind, we have been saying Black history, Black history, Black history, but this program is open to everybody. It is open to the public at large. Everyone that makes the honor roll gets published and recognized in our program book. So we want everyone to come out from all different backgrounds. The more, the merrier. Everyone has something that they can learn, something that they can appreciate. So please come out. Please come celebrate with us.
February 9th.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And don't forget, you have the ability to go on to the website. It's www.blackhistorymonthclub.com. You have the ability to look at we kind of uploaded previous pictures from previous shows that we had. Last year, I believe, to me, I think that was my best show that I like personally, because we featured a fraternity and sorority step show, as well as we did also have a college fair, our first college fair we had last year, and that was a tremendous success. And I think probably in the future we'll also invite those colleges down again, because I think that was a really important piece for the Black History Month program. So not only did the kids get the opportunity to be entertained, but we had some college recruiters right there on the site that gave the ability to talk with the kids to see and tell them exactly what type of requirements that they need to achieve to make it into that school. So again, it's not really about just entertainment, but in terms we're also are here to provide like resources, whether it be for college scholarships, that we provide. And I think that there is a really important piece, because colleges nowadays, every penny helps. Whether it's $25, $50, that money in terms could help that student going to college. And again, that's just money that is saved within that household. So if there's any companies out there that want to give us a monetary donation, feel free. Our phone number is area code 630-783.
8292.
One more time.
630-783-8292. We sound like one of those
Great.
commercials.
Hey.
So do we want to talk about some of the vendors we're going to have this year?
Absolutely. That's the minute you step into the Bolingbrook Auditorium, you're going to be greeted with vendors. You're going to be greeted with a DJ that's right there. We have, in the past, we've had Home Depot with their table set up, and they're helping the kids make wooden airplanes or birdhouses. And so there are people there who are selling their business, their products. And what's interesting is that when you won't know what you will see, but you will see something. You'll get something maybe you haven't seen before. So it's exciting. The minute you step into the auditorium, in the hallway, that's where our program begins. We want to introduce you to small businesses, organizations, and opportunities. Maybe we had one person who found a job there. She connected with a major corporation, spoke with them, said she was interested in working for them, and she called me a few weeks later and said she had landed a job because of our program. So on February 9th, Saturday, February 9th, from 2 to 5, come on out. Who knows what you will find? We know that you will find something. That is for sure.
That is for sure.
You forgot to mention the hip-hop violinist.
Oh,
Again.
wow, that's extraordinary.
Yes.
So one of the funnest things that we have the opportunity to do is to introduce innovative, creative acts and people to our audience. So our goal is to not only educate, we want to entertain as well. This year we will have a young lady named Wendy Indie. That's WINDYINDIE. Wendy Indie. She is a classically trained violinist, and she has added a twist to it. She is now known as a hip-hop violinist. She takes a song that might be a hip-hop song or R&B song, a very trendy song of the time, and she will make it into a classical song that she plays on her violin. And takes a twist to it that is very creative. And so we're excited to have her as one of our entertainers this year. So can't wait to see her. Wendy Indy is her name.
And along with educating and entertaining, we also strive to inspire people of all ages, actually, just by having people tell their stories, the obstacles that they've overcome, particularly like the Tuskegee Airmen, those who out there who might not know what a Tuskegee Airman is. A Tuskegee Airman is the first African American pilot group that was allowed to fight in the war, and they fought brilliantly, and they were given lots of gold medals and honors. Not only did they fight the enemy overseas, they also fought oppression and racism and discrimination here on the state side. And once they reached such a high level, their skills could not be taken away from them. And so many of them were given the Gold Medal of Honor. And unfortunately, due to time and age, we're starting to lose some of them. So we're so fortunate to be able to reach back to history and have someone that's willing to come out, share their story with us, and just the fact that they've paved the way for African Americans in aviation, which at that point in time, African Americans were not thought of being able to reach the level of being a pilot. That was just something that was completely forbidden and out of reach. And so when we have these type of people come, the inspiration that they're able to give to the audience from all ages is just phenomenal.
So I think I would say that was history in the making. History in the making. And Anita, you also mentioned reaching out to the youth. And speaking of the youth, we're also pulling some of the Bolingbrook High School students to actually come in and also participate in this particular event with us as well. And again, our youth is our future. So we're reaching out to the Bolingbrook students, and a lot of students out there actually have a lot of talent. So, this gives them the opportunity to share their gifts and get an opportunity to be on the stage.
So let's see, what else is going on?
Your
I think
books.
we're giving out books.
Yes, we're giving out books. Wait, there's more.
There's more.
But
So
wait, there's more.
So Bill Norwood, who is the first African American pilot,
United Airlines.
United
pilot.
Airlines pilot, he has a book that he's written, and we will be giving those books out, and they will be autographed by him. So that will be very special as well. So come on out and get an autographed book. Along with the books, we also have
Well, we have raffles.
the Raffles.
And we give away, in the past, we've given away computers,
TVs.
televisions,
tablets.
tablets. I think we gave away a few VR units as well in the past. So we have several things that we give away, from car washes to movie theater tickets, all the way up to a television. So we will be giving away things this year as well. It's a free event. We have giveaways. There's lots of vendors, the entertainment, the education. It's a whole show. The greatest show in Bolingbrook. Like to
The
call
greatest
it
show in
that.
Bolingbrook. Yes, we've just dubbed ourselves.
Will be on February 9th from 2 to 5 at the Bolingbrook High School Auditorium. Please come out to this free event. Enjoy yourself. Bring a friend.
Or two,
Rain,
or
shine, snow or sleet.
But
we will
wait,
be
there's
there.
more.
And there's more.
We're also going to have an African American
Oh,
artist
unveiling.
who is
That's
going
right.
to be unveiling artwork that's in line with our theme, Soaring to New Heights. And so that's going to be very exciting. And there's also going to be some posters of this fabulous artwork to be given away. So we're very excited about that art unveiling as well. So February 9th, 2 to 5, Bolingbrook High School Auditorium. Free.
event.
Free.
Free.
Takes a village. Educate, entertain.
Absolutely.
Greatest show in Bolingbrook.
You know,
Thanks.
I have been asked, someone has asked me in the past, why do we need Black History Month events? Why do we have this event? What's the need for it? We've had a Black president. Many Black people have made it to become lawyers and professional people. What is the need for Black History Month? And there's a saying, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get it right, but if you don't know your past, you're going to relive it, unfortunately, in some of the mistakes that we've made in the past. What I feel is important about having a Black History Month program, it's to remember what had happened in the past as far as many of the positive things, as far as the individuals who have overcome many obstacles in their lives, and we are standing on their shoulders and the issues that they have overcome. But it's also to highlight many of the things that have happened in the past that people may not want to talk about anymore, or maybe haven't heard about it. There are many things that have happened that, you know, in African American history, it's not always a pretty picture. It's not always easy to talk about. We do talk about some of those things. Many cultures have had painful past histories, and it's important to not forget that past. We are who we are today because of our past. We don't want to relive those things. We want to build on that. And our program is one of the things that helps do that. Would you agree?
I would agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would definitely
Most
agree.
definitely.
Yeah, I definitely would agree. And I think part of why I think the program is very powerful and the fact that we need a Black History Month program is that a lot of things have been eliminated from the schools, and the youth are not really learning a lot about the Black culture or the Black history. Of course, if you go to college and you pay tens of thousands of dollars, you may take a civilization class and learn something and get a grade for it. But I think it starts early on in the youth, and it's very important to be able to explain to people that an African American invented the stoplight, and you have different, you know, Black inventions and different prominent people, and, you know, the first African American neurosurgeon, and you know, obviously in our lifetime, people can recognize that we have the first African American United States president. But I think it's important to let people know that there's people that have accomplished those things, and as youth, as they're coming up and they have their dreams and things that they want to do, that is within reach, because they're not going into classes being taught you can do whatever you want to do because this is your heritage and this is your history. Those things are not really taught, and they're not really being inspired, because when you open a book and you see pictures and you see faces and you see things that don't look like you, and you study history that's not yours, it's very hard to know who you are, and to also be inspired and to understand that you can achieve those same things. So I like the fact that it gives that message as well, and so that's how I, you know, also view it personally.
So Saturday,
February
February 9th, from 2 to 5 at the
at the
Bolingbrook High School
Auditorium.
Auditorium. Come on down. It's a free event. The minute you drive into the parking lot, you will feel the energy. It's an exciting time. And we would love to have you. We welcome you. And we are planning hard. We're working hard. Almost every night, we're either on the phone or meeting or coming to you in your home to tell you about the event. This is the only event that our organization does, the Black History Month Awareness Club. We end on February 9th. We might take a month or two off, and then we're at it again. Bernard will be calling us. We need to have a meeting. And we start our weekly meetings. And we enjoy it. We
Yes.
enjoy it. We do take a little vacation, but similar to McDonald's, what is that, 365 Black history? That is us. We work tirelessly to bring this event so that the community can enjoy it. It feels like having a wedding every year because we're planning all year for it, and we truly, truly hope that you all enjoy it. We do enjoy this. We learn so much, so much every year.
My favorite thing at the end of the program is when I look at people's faces, especially people that consistently come, and they say, "This is the best program ever." I'm like, "Yes, we did it. We topped last year." And so that's what we always strive for. We strive to change the program around just enough to top it, the year before. And so that's the best compliment ever. When people tell us it's a wonderful program, we've outdone ourselves, and they're very surprised by what we had, what they learned, what they experienced. And sometimes there's a lot of experience and performances that people would ordinarily pay good money to see.
Absolutely.
And again, we're bringing it to you for free, February 9th, 2 to 5.
2 to 5. Yes, absolutely. You were talking about one of the favorite things that you hear at the end of the night is when someone says how much they've enjoyed it, and it's the best event ever. I know, just reliving one of my favorite events was a few years ago. We had a panel, and it was exciting. We had Sandra Bland's sister on the panel. We had Vincent Cornelius, who is now Judge Cornelius. We had
First
few
African
other-
American circuit judge for Will County. I had to add all of that. So yes.
Absolutely. We had a pastor from Dupage
from
Ame.
Reverend Brazier.
Reverend
Oh, he's
Brazier
going to do our prayer
was
again this
on,
year.
yes, as well. So that was exciting. We were talking about the African American community and the relationship with law enforcement, and having all of those individuals on a panel answering questions was an incredible opportunity. I think the audience truly, truly appreciated that opportunity to hear such a dynamic group of people meeting together to talk to us and inform us, educate us on some of the things that we could do to protect ourselves, some of the expectations when engaging with a police officer or an attorney. It was very enlightening, and so we appreciate it. We're learning, and we are, as we bring people to you, we're getting them for the first time. So we're in awe as well. So again, please come on down. February 9th from 2 to 5 at the Bolingbrook High School auditorium.
It's free.
It's free.
Absolutely.
Terry, can you recall one of your favorite?
Let me see. My favorite. It's been several. I probably would like to say when the Montu dancers came and there was audience participation. So they
that
brought
was
people
fun.
out from the audience on the stage, and the music, and just everybody was just so happy and electrified. And they taught a couple steps, so it was kind of good to learn some steps.
I think you
So
went
I
out
think-
there too.
Yes,
You know
you
I
did.
did. That's why I like it.
She did. She did.
You know I love to dance. So.
We have it on tape. Yeah.
So that was probably really fun. I like when the audience gets involved and they're really participating. I think we should probably do a survey one day and just say, find out from the people in Bolingbrook which program. Maybe we can give a prize out or something.
Oh, yeah.
Good idea.
Thoughts?
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
So yeah.
And also,
Favorite?
we are always looking for volunteers. If you guys would like to volunteer, please call us at
630-783-8292.
Yeah, whether you need community service hours, we always have kids calling us and telling that, hey, we need some community service hours. So again, it's an actual program, because I think sometimes when I was out passing out these flyers, and person was saying, so what's the Black History Month? What is it? Because the only thing that I can remember, this is the guy that I was in terms talking to. He said, I just reflect a high school auditorium where it's just a boring event. And it's like, hey, this is a new era. So, just come on down. And like I said, nowadays the kids actually have to be, again, educated as far as, what's going on. So again, it's an exciting program. And like I said, it's free. We tell people it's free. You get more participation to come in. But
Can we do shout-outs?
Who we
How
shouting out
about
to?
to the ROTC? They
Oh,
have
yeah,
been
yeah,
fabulous.
yes.
The
The
Bolingbrook High School
yes,
ROTC.
yes.
They have participated as volunteers for probably the last 3 years.
At least.
And they just look so great. They have their uniforms on, and they usher the guests into the auditorium and seat them, and they just help in any way they can. So I just like to thank them again for all of their hard work, and we'll see them again this year, helping us out.
Yes.
So it's great.
Yes.
It's
I
great.
think my shout out would be for the Dupage Ame Boy Scouts. They have been coming to do the flag ceremony, and they volunteer, I think, for the past 5 to 6, 7 years. They have done a marvelous job. It's set on their calendar because we are always the second Saturday in February. Our time and day is always set in stone. So for other people and organizations to have that on their calendar year after year because they know where we will be, it's nice to see that and that commitment from like the junior ROTC at Bolingbrook High School as well as the Dupage Ame Boy Scouts troop. It's something because we become more than just an annual event. We are part of the fabric of the community. We are really just a piece of this community that everyone knows and expects for us to be here and knows and expects to have an incredible event. So we appreciate the people who have been with us for so many years. So thank you all.
Yes. A shout out to BCT.
Okay.
Hey, duh.
They're here every year.
So
You're right.
BCT comes out every year. I remember some of the early programming at the Levy Center that was live. Oh my gosh. But we thank you for BCT. I'm not saying that just because you're filming right now. We do honestly thank you. You guys have been very supportive. Although we get so many people that come to the event, I mean, so many more people are able to participate by being able to view the event because not only does BCT come to the program, obviously you guys tape, you put together a very well edited version of the event, and you're able to play it on the TV channel over and over again. And I believe now you could even go on live stream it to play it. And that allows us to reach even more of the residents because obviously we can't bring 70,000 people into the high school even if we wanted to. So it allows us to get into everybody's home and for them to, be able to experience the wonderful program that we put on. So shout out to BCT.
Yes, definitely. You got a shout out, Bernard?
I would say my shout out would be the Heart Foundation with Joanne Robinson. Joanne, for those that may know, Joanne actually has been in the community for a number of years, helping the at-risk students, and she does an excellent job with these kids. White shirt, tie. And making sure that they are doing things within the community to get them back on track. So my shout out would be the Heart Foundation with their excellent works.
Joanne Robinson, rest in peace.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Might as well. Leroy Brown.
Leroy Brown, yeah.
Yeah, he
Rest in
started
peace.
our honoring our middle school
Honor roll.
The honor roll.
students. And so now we have his son, Leroy Jr., that's doing it for us. And he will be there again this year on February 9th.
2 to 5
at
Bolingbrook High School
Auditorium.
Auditorium.
It's free.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
I
So,
think this was a lot of good information, and we're hoping
Absolutely.
that everyone will come out and join us. We love to see you. It's going to be a great time. Edutainment.
Yes, and remember, we are soaring to new heights.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.